Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Marvel's Midnight Suns, where the Hunter is staring at this mission table with the intensity of that Lisa Simpson meme, but from the back. It's very weird. Everybody's posture and animations in this game are so fucking weird. Anyway, we're doing story mission. Remember how I didn't lock us out of the story mission today? Huzzah! Okay, required heroes, all 5 of them? Are we doing like a big, is it gonna be a big complicated thing? Or is it pick 3 from these, or? What am I asking you for? As soon as the game accepts that I clicked on the continue button like 12 seconds ago.
Still no sign of
Here we go.
Venom. The Parker boy really came through.
Even with his disappearance, his pet symbiote has unfortunately not given up its taste for my Sanctum.
Neither has Hydra. They've upped the guard again, which I didn't even think was possible.
This symbiote creature has had a stranglehold on us long enough. It is time to strike.
Are you sure that thing is safe?
Well, we didn't exactly have a manual, but the science and spooky bits are sound.
You should be well protected.
It's a big risk.
So is leaving Lilith in command of the Sanctum.
You're both right.
But I bet you have another option. Sorry, didn't mean to spoil your moment.
A frontal assault has too many variables, but there's always the hole.
The back door. Of course.
Okay,
I know the risks, but at some point we have to start believing in each other. In ourselves. Your design will hold.
We would never let you step into battle unprepared.
Besides, what was the first rule of demon hunting you taught me? If at first you don't succeed, stab again.
Aw, you think Reed and Sue have such heartwarming moments with Johnny and Ben?
I don't necessarily think that the suit is great on its own. It's not horrible. It's a little over-designed, but I think it looks really good with the haircut and makeup situation that we have crafted here. All right. So, what are we going to do as far as items go? I mean, do I think we're going to need anything real? Probably not. We'll stick with this deck for this mission. I'm a little worried about the evening part of this because we gave up our best anti-Lilin item and failed on it, but we might be able to build another one. We'll have a look afterward. Okay, I think this works just fine. We use the same cards. I wonder if we use a card with Squad 1, I wonder if it will give us another thing with Squad 2, or if we're just stuck to 2 items between the 2 battles. It's fine. For story missions, we don't usually need anything anyway. Yeah, I mean, there are elements of this suit that are very good. It's definitely got a Todd McFarlane-iness to it. And as I run past, Peter's like, "Hey, can we talk about oh no, it's all right."
Stark's monstrosity of a creation, but with Venom out of the picture, even.
I will say there is probably no reason for this suit to have such a defined ass. Also, it's very funny to me that Blade's like the hole, and my stupid internet poisoned teenager brain went, haha, he said the hole. And the Hunter was like, oh, you're right, we should penetrate the anus. It's nice to be on the same page for a change is all.
That is some messed up wallpaper.
Must have got hungry without Venom around.
Evil consumes everything. Even itself.
Ready for round 2.
Always.
Ding ding.
That wasn't good, but Blade's not going to say anything.
What is that?
Old magical graffiti? You tell me.
Not the wards. that.
Caretaker, tell Strange we found a way back into his sanctum.
Finally.
Oh, and one more thing.
We are not alone.
You don't have to tell Strange that. It's going to be resolved by the time he can get here. Alright, so defeat enemies to acquire a Purge Symbiote card. Purge Symbiote from all 3 pillars. Okay. And purging a symbiote will always call reinforcements. Wait, what was the text? Zoom by a little bit quickly to read all the text.
Breaker can smash through that symbiote. Now you'll
3
just have to do it
random
a few
non-minion
more times.
enemies. Okay.
Oh, and try not to bring the roof down on your heads in the process.
I think I can hear Strange grimacing through the
Listen, my plot armor is so thick, I don't think this building could harm me. How big is the explosion area on this thing? Not big enough to matter, sadly. Alright, let's get a little bit of work done on this guy. I'm not too worried about the damage output here. The Hydra officer debuffing the hunter is potentially going to be annoying. We probably want to watch out for vulnerable as things are now. If I could taunt... Well, I guess taunt plus play the vulnerable means that she won't be targeted by anything because the enemies targeting her will be dead. Something to say for that, I suppose.
Now that was something.
Alright, we're still gonna have to deal with that, and we totally will, I swear.
Weak, even for Hydra.
Alright, is it free by any chance? It is not. Do I want to summon reinforcements right at this moment? We could redraw and look for like a heroic card. I could just draw 3 cards right now. This would put Captain Marvel pretty close to going binary. I think I might just do this.
It's about time.
Alright, well that'll all be fun next turn. For right now, do we want to have anybody... I don't know that I want to spend any heroism on environmental attacks, but there's absolutely no reason not to do this. Okay. Actually, do I not want any of this stuff? Because we should spend this turn's redraws. Probably don't need another one of those. That's probably not a terrible thing to hold on to. Although we have an awful lot of taunt. We don't need other people taunting stuff away from the hunter so much. If the hunter has a bunch of block and counter.
I've been
Try harder next time. A paltry attempt at concealment. I have spotted enemy reinforcements.
Hydra sure does get around. Are we sure they don't have a limbo portal too?
That's a real shame. Those guys are all really gathered up, and we just don't quite have the right people to take advantage. I guess like a photon beam, I could probably catch... Yeah, we can catch a fair group of them. I think I'm okay with this, actually. The thing is, the photon beam is one of the easier ways to get a hold of the sniper. If I use my photon beam this way, I'm a little worried that I will not have the tools necessary to grab the sniper's attention. You know what? I'm going to purge the symbiote now, actually. Get these reinforcements out early in the turn.
Despite all the advances of the future, at the end of the day,
And then hopefully have time to deal with them.
punching something.
Some things never get old, kiddo.
Okay, I was kind of hoping that they would come in without what do you call it? Without targets, the way things often do in the middle of a turn. But no such luck. So we are gonna have to do some work here. Well, it's pretty trivial to have Blade just pick up the 3 nerds over here. We can have Captain Marvel play a pretty bad photon beam through this area to draw a lot of attention to her, and then that'll be the card that lets her go binary, which is not terrible, I think. We can just use the slide to unlock this guy, although I'm a little worried about... We're not going to be able to kill him. We're not going to be able to stun him either. So he is going to get his attack off, almost certainly. That's worrying. But we can, like, try to bounce him sideways out of here. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and spend our move like this.
Send reinforcements! About time.
That's like decent damage. And then we could just hero combo him, right? Have Blade chop some dudes up and then hero combo this thing to death. That doesn't let me photon beam. Doesn't let me fortify either. I need one more card play. The thing is, we really do need to drop this guy, right? Like, it's pretty serious. I guess what I could do, we could just use the taunt. I could pull his attention. I could play Fortify instead of the hero combo, and then we could just use the free taunt to have this thing shoot the hunter instead. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Let's go ahead and Fortify. Gonna take a big hit, but at least it won't be a big hit against vulnerability. Alright, start by selecting hero, then select.
That was something.
Alright, refocus you. You just gotta chop up some nerds.
You are a force to be reckoned with.
And that has us. We spent our move. We are like out of resources. My other item is not going to give me a move. So, a little grim, if I'm honest. I'm a little worried. It's just a lot of bodies down here shooting all at once. And he's still vulnerable. He might honestly even still go down. Ooh, that was a big hit. Also a big hit. Jesus Christ. Alright. Cool.
Take them out.
Oh, that's a shame. We're not going to be able to take any advantage of that. Alright, well, obviously...
It's almost a shame Stark and the Doctor aren't here to see their little project in action. The Faithbreaker will finally purge Venom's foul corruption from the Sanctum and the city.
How do I want to do this? So a photon beam can probably hit quite a lot of these enemies. Everything's kind of already targeting Captain Marvel. I don't know if we might be overdoing it a little bit on expecting her to survive. Pretty annoyed about the heal on the sniper too. That sucked ass. Alright. It might be like... we probably don't need both these photon beams. Let me see some more cards. Okay, Daywalker's fine. It's actually not that exciting in this set of enemies. Everybody has so much HP. Alright. Let's go ahead and spend Carol's move. How wide is this, approximately? Kind of tough to do the math on, actually. Alright, so this is more for doing damage to a large number of targets than it is for the taunt, obviously. Can I not get the sniper and this other guy? The fact that it doesn't show you, it doesn't give you a prediction line on your movements for anything other than environmental attacks is so weird. Alright, well, I think I got it. Blade is still vulnerable, so we gotta
I feel great.
cover him. That is not enough health. We do need more. This guy, yeah, just blasting this guy will get us our card play back. I'm gonna redraw Daywalker. I think Daywalker's pretty bad here. Okay, Whip is not super good.
Don't blink.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
So we're not going to kill this guy even with a pair of stakes. But I definitely do want to stake him.
Come get it.
Also, we don't have the heroism for a pair of stakes anyway.
You kissed the mother with that mouth?
Oh, that sucks. Can't quite get the kill. Alright, well. You'll die, though. Yeah. Does it make the most sense? Yeah, I guess it makes the most sense to just hit you against that dude.
You have earned this. You are lucky to still be breathing.
Because this won't be an attack, right? So Captain Marvel's only going to have to suffer a lot. Still a lot of attacks. She might go down, honestly. But the sniper's just going to target her. Oh, okay. He actually did shoot. I'm surprised by that. That's not usually how that works, right?
Got one in trouble here. We got company. Your death won't be in vain.
Yeah, once again, probably not actually usable.
It's too bad those gloves won't work for anyone else. We'd love to see Carol, Captain Marvel, knock those tendrils to Sakaar.
Aw, Blade. Such a sweet talker.
Yeah, Captain Marvel, you focus on living for the
For
moment.
now, leave the Faithbreaker to me.
Well, things are pretty grim. So we could generate a little bit of heroism with Quick Strike. Very safely. Last Sight is like not 100% ideal here. Blade is taking a lot of attacks, so we probably have to spend the heal on Blade.
Behold the light's gift.
Let's do that first so that we get the card draws. Give ourselves some options.
Appreciate it.
So Blade can just clean up some random nerds, just take some damage off the table. Yeah, just somebody who's targeting him. I don't know that it matters terribly who.
Get ready. Mother.
Nope, not good. We can kill another one with just our move push.
Where do you think?
And then I think my last card play is going to be a last sight on this guy. So I have... actually, it shouldn't be on that guy. We should let that guy live. Probably what we should do actually is do like Relentless into last sight so that the sniper is dead and the people who would hit her are not hitting her. Although that's a fair point. If he conceals on the Relentless, we're in pretty bad shape. Okay, actually, yeah, let's just Golden Opportunity, and then the last sight should be lethal by itself, right? Alright, can't really afford to take advantage of any of that. I think we really got to focus up.
No mercy for the servants of Lilith.
Getting rid of that sniper is very important. So only one enemy is actually attacking. Blade's at full. He's vulnerable, but he's at full. I think we should be okay here.
Taking the shot. It's gonna be fun.
Ow.
Good. I could use some more practice. I'll trust you some more. It's your time now.
Damn it, the extreme cowardice.
Sanctum, just keep throwing warm bodies in there until you're exhausted. Try and focus on the symbiote, not the soldiers.
Yeah, well, I actually can't take summons enemy reinforcements in this state, so you're gonna have to chill the fuck out. I think we're gonna open with another heal on Blade.
The light will carry you onward.
Blade is receiving an awful lot of attention. And then he's weakened, but Chain is still good. We have 1 billion heroism. Our problem right now is not a lack of heroism. The guy with the 360 health is the one who has the card, of course. But we can hero combo him even with Blade being weakened. We can hero combo him pretty good. And the vulnerability is going to wear off if we don't do it right now, so I guess we do it right now.
That was even better than I expected.
Ow. Alright, well now your stuff is broke at least. Okay, and then we have Blade Probably just pick somebody up on the quick strike.
Let's do this.
Leave some for the rest of us.
Do I want to redraw looking for an attack from the hunter that might actually be able to kill this guy? Probably. We get one card play. Well, I'm not going to play Relentless, I think. I feel pretty confident about that. Okay, knockback and quick is good. See if you can wake Carol up.
Hydra standards have fallen a great deal.
Alright, just trying to soften up the damage on him a little bit. Daywalker's feeling pretty soft too. Let's redraw the Fist of Radiance. We're not going to get Carol back up. Do I want to quick slash you? Is that worthwhile? We haven't used our move yet, so I could do a spring onto this guy. We can eliminate him that way. Which means that it doesn't cost us a card play, so I don't know what the card play would be, but I think I am gonna set up for this. At least they let you get prediction on that. And that puts him low enough that the quick strike will finish it, right? Or the quick slash, rather.
Hell.
Okay, definitely don't play this card right now. And at this point, we don't actually have another meaningful card to play.
The advantage is mine.
I think that'll have to do. We're holding on to the obsidian collar yet. These crates are made out of some very heavy-duty stuff.
That's not supposed to hurt.
Alright, Blade, you'll be fine. You'll get some life steal.
Their persistence is irritating.
Weak is really annoying to apply to her at this moment.
Ah, the main course has arrived.
Yeah, it's really rough to give us like these
Keep throwing hydro bodies in there until you're
huge
exhausted.
amounts of reinforcements constantly, with the objective card also causing huge amounts of reinforcement, when this squad just doesn't have any area damage. Alright, it's pretty easy to pick up all of those dudes, and then a stake will get me something. We can also nuke those two for basically free. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna purge Symbiote now. This is a moment where I feel like we are probably gonna be able to deal with some reinforcements.
Reinforcements. Good.
Yep. Okay. So, how do we manage the HP here? I think Blade's got to blow this up. I mean, somebody's got to. It doesn't actually matter if it's Blade, but somebody's got to blow this up.
Playtime's over.
So that saves us a card play. Gosh, there are so many enemies. All right. How much? 450 health. Okay. So in theory, if we take this guy down and play the card, it might end the fight, but it also might the last objective might turn into finish all of the remaining enemies, right? We've seen that happen plenty of times. So... Daywalker and Strike are not super different here due to Strike dealing such an incredibly small amount of damage. Or both of them dealing such an incredibly small amount of damage. I'm going to redraw here. I would love to find some cards that belong to... Yeah. Gosh, the whip is maybe not the most compelling thing in the world, though. Oh, right. I forgot about her Shadow Stalker thing. Once per encounter, I can gain concealment. This is actually a pretty good turn to do that. And since I have concealment... After using a targeted ability, so I don't want to play this Wild Strike yet. The Wild Strike's going to do good damage, so we just need to have Blade do some cleanup stuff. All right. We're not going to be able to get anywhere close to killing any of the non-free enemies, unless I stake somebody. I could stake this dude, hit him with the box. And then, yeah, that's not a bad idea, actually. You get a real enemy off the table.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
They're mine.
And then I hit him with this crate of papers I found. And then from there goes strike, 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 and that cleans up 3 of the 4 attackers that were targeting Blade.
No.
One of whom was like a real guy who was going to do real damage.
You do not have to show off for me, Blade.
So I feel pretty alright about that. And then we have our move still, so I get to shove somebody. I mean, I should probably just kill the little guy, right? We can kill the little guy while also doing some damage to someone else. Even though that little guy was not doing anything this turn.
That's not supposed to hurt.
Ow. Concealment's pretty rad.
Systems active. Don't waste the opportunity.
Man, fuck you.
It is good to be back in the fight.
Of course that guy needs counter, right? That's going to make this turn very annoying. We're probably just not going to pay any attention to you this turn. Well, the good news is we have a lot of good hunter cards to play. So we want to end the turn with a critical Wild Strike that kills somebody. And by somebody, I mean I've got to mean the people who are targeting Blade. I don't think Daywalker's getting played. Let me, if we could draw the heal or something, that would be pretty helpful. I don't think we're playing Quick Slash either. Alright, well, don't feel great about that. Let's see if we can make it happen. Cover Blade with that. We can get a little bit of damage on you with this. The fact is, I'm going to have to play Whip here, though. Oh, actually, sorry. I'm gonna Obsidian Collar the last sight for the kill on that. So the move is more like punch you into a explosive barrel. Yeah. And then, here's an interesting question. If I use a quick card to push you off a ledge, does it activate the quick? Let's find out.
You are lucky to still be breathing.
It does. That's cool. Alright, I definitely don't want to play whip here. So we'll just quick strike somebody. Yeah, we'll just quick strike somebody for non-lethal, just to do some damage.
It's weirdos like these that give people like us a bad reputation.
Is that... I don't think those things have anything to do with each other, Blade.
Welcome assistance. You had your chance to escape. Was that truly your best?
That's a very good card.
More of them dropping in.
Okay. That's fine. Don't care about that. He was barely injured anyway.
Starting to fade fast here.
Blade, you'll be okay. Alright, so this guy's only got his one thing on now. We definitely just stake his ass, right? Like... yeah. It doesn't make any sense to stake one of the little dudes. So we'll gain the 108. We'll take the shock shield damage after the lifesteal. Yes. Okay.
I'm impressed.
That's fine. Oh, what? But he's like he's so healthy now. All right. So clearing that was high value. I don't know that it matters terribly which whip we use. I guess I'll just use this one. Well, okay, so the question is, what's the other card? Because I should play the other card. Is it heal over fortify? This guy's going to have a real turn. I'm not vulnerable anymore. I guess everybody who's targeting Blade is dying, so it can just be fortify.
This shall be of great help.
And then we'll use the bad whip that doesn't deal any damage to clean up some of this.
Your fate is sealed. Hydra standards have fallen a great deal.
Okay. And I think I actually really want to hold on to both of these cards. Alright, we have control of the situation.
Hydra forces en route. Get ready.
People are up at decent amounts of HP. We have cards.
Like we're winning.
You are gonna stake this dude again.
And I thought Man-Thing was ugly.
You be nice to... Man-Thing did not do anyone... Man-Thing did not do anything to anyone. You be nice to Man-Thing. Yeah, I think so. Right, there's no reason not to just hit this guy real hard.
My regards in hell.
And then... It is remarkable how little effort it is to kill two entire human beings. Just kind of like shove them slightly. Alright, what you got? Hit the hunter. Yeah. You big idiot. Alright, did that get him low enough? It did! Quick slash is lethal now. Okay, I should definitely just throw up a heal at this point. Somebody should go back to full.
Walk in the light.
All right, and the next turn, this dude is dead almost for sure.
This is gonna get messy.
Yeah, I doubt that's gonna be sufficient there,
you
friend.
have tried and failed.
So let's redraw a little bit. Show me some big damage. Draw 2 cards is potentially big damage. Yeah, it's hard to say. This is a little awkward because, like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to position myself for the shove that we want here. Let's do this.
Weak, even for Hydra.
Does that give me the angle? Yes. Alright, yeah, make him bleed.
I'll put this to use.
I have a redraw left. Daywalker's not super exciting in this situation. Daywalker and Last Sight are like the same amount of damage, but Last Sight doesn't cost heroism.
Shit. These fanatics are always the same.
48 damage. Okay. So I guess it's better to hold on to the Last Sight. Quick Strike's less damage, but it's not that much less. And I'm assuming... Well, you know, that's a 73. Now that we've got him this low, let's go ahead and take the chance.
You were too weak for this fight.
Okay, cool.
Reinforcements on approach.
And I feel very comfortable just hitting the final purge. If we do in fact have to clean up the remaining Hydra and we end up with 6 guys, then we'll just kill 6 guys. I'm not that worried about it.
We have broken through.
Gonna sound like one of Blade's action movies right now, but go!
Get to the Sanctum!
Yeah, you're right. That's the only context in which people say that single English word. Poor Captain Marvel. I feel like she in particular is done really dirty by the writing in this game.
Mother,
You kept me waiting, child.
I am here now.
Yes. Alone. Always so alone.
Did I miss the party?
You are just in time.
I told you the door works now.
Sorry. First apocalypse excitement, I guess.
The little sorcerer returns home.
Can't say I like what you've done with the place, Demon Mother, or my friend. No matter. Already, the power of the Sanctum returns to me. Your days of plundering its secrets end today!
But that was never the plan. Now,
Yes, Mother.
thick.
Maybe she's got the right idea. Not while there's still a chance to seal that breach and save the Sanctum.
That's good. Everybody get ready to fight the hole. It's not just me, but that was never the plan is not a line that makes any sense in response to the thing he said, right? You reckon there was like a weird piece of dialogue got edited and then the context around it didn't get checked or something? Alright, stop Hydra Mystics, attack the defending enemies, damaging a Mystic will fuck up the ritual. Yeah, pretty straightforward. Okay. See, this is a shame because, like, this is the point where we want the high single target damage. And it would be a lot better to have, like, it would be nice to have Blade around.
Banner's infernal device has torn through the wards themselves.
Alright.
If we are to have any chance of stopping Lilith, we must interrupt her Mystic's ritual and seal that breach.
So, there's not that much damage actually going for anybody except for the Hunter. Which is to say, we can pop this, right? Obsidian Collar the Wild Strike. And then Last Sight, this mystical die, and also I will become invisible and just negate most of the attack that's going on. Unless something weird happens.
Great, but not bad.
Like if one of the shield guys runs over.
No mercy.
Nope, okay. Do I want you to do that right now? Probably. Well, it's like it depends on whether I feel like playing whip. I'm gonna redraw the thwip here. Show me something. I mean, that's fine, I guess. Is this guy close enough to anything to get killed by a knockback? I don't think so. No, so we're gonna have to change positions if we want to do that. I could just use this. It doesn't feel to me like Doctor Strange is the type to vault off of an object onto somebody. But I suppose he could. So what are my remaining plays? I'm definitely leery of using the whip because of the fact that it might discard the Last Sight. I think I'm just going to redraw that, actually. Oh, yeah, whatever. That's fine. We're still going to go ahead and... I'm going to break that concealment and stick with my other concealment plan.
You are lucky to still be breathing.
Alright, moving that guy in that way I think is perfectly reasonable. And then, yeah, she's definitely not going to play a targeted attack after this turn, so we can just clean you up.
Was that truly your best?
Okay, and then, like, yeah, we can just kill some guys who don't matter. I guess, actually... Oh, I can't quite kick him into the other dude. If I were to do a push into the hole... Okay, that's guaranteed to work. Let's take that. That's fun.
But you had it covered.
These guys are just flat immune to knockback, right? So... Does that change my angle enough? It doesn't. Alright, I'm not going to be able to get the greedy version of this.
Interesting tactic.
And then it's pretty easy to Winds of Watum this guy into the explosive. Okay, good. I was hoping I could do this without wasting that barrel, because it's definitely overkill.
You should really stay down.
Alright, and then I can play the Fortify without breaking my stealth, right? It's targeted attacks and taking damage that break it. So I may as well throw that up.
Power of the light.
They call forth something from the depths.
Forever in service.
Well, I mean, their summoning was pretty disruptive. We did feed the hole, though, which was maybe a mistake. I'm a little surprised that they did get to actually bring stuff out on a turn where the summoning was disrupted, though. Okay. Shadowhounds fight as a pack. Good to know.
Show the servants of Lilith any mercy.
They all
certainly will not.
They all suck, so it's fine.
Nice. Little less friendly than my neighborhood, but gets the point across.
Everyone would be so proud of you right now.
Blessing of the Vishanti on this hand is like very bad.
Follow my move.
Ooh, I like it.
Yeah, I need some real damage here. Let's redraw some of this garbage. Yeah, I just got it. We gotta punch shield guys, right? Does binding you... It says removed when this unit has no block. I don't know if the defense would stop if you were bound or stunned. I guess we could find out. never going to be able to use any environmental attacks against you, so we won't get any benefit from that part of it. Here, let's do this because this is free.
Nothing personal, but I think you're out of your league here.
Okay, there we go. Something that does actual damage. And then, probably this too, I think. It's not very exciting. Well, let's play the Axe of Ungarumus first.
And that's why you don't mess with the Sorcerer Supreme.
And then we have some quick stuff for next turn to deal with whatever else comes out. And we just play like Spider Sense. Yeah, it's not very exciting, but I just don't.
Try this on for size.
Draw me some cards. We'll figure out something to do with them.
I do feel pretty amazing.
You know, the base damage on Chain Strike is not terrible now, I suppose. And then we haven't actually used our move. I'm not sure that I can... Yeah, I can't push anybody in a way that matters. Do I want to hit you with the box? I don't know that it's actually worthwhile. Yeah, I'm good. So on a turn when we didn't disrupt the summoning, did they summon something better, or... No, having disrupted the summoning had no effect at all, in fact. Alright, Hydra Guard over here. Are you standing close enough to this thing?
Even the Mother of Demons is forced to rely upon
Hey, stop grabbing my camera.
I know I'm new to this old prophecy game, Doc, but none of this
It looks
is
like
good, is it?
no. Despite the fact that his foot is in the range, we do not get any play there.
While I rectify the situation. I will be.
What? 2 steps behind us? I've seen too many movies to fall.
I mean, there's
for that.
not really
I'm
a
staying.
good reason to do it this way.
As am I.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm on it.
Because we have so many free ways of killing the dogs, right?
At least you get to travel to new, exciting destinations.
I will
before you
also Chain Strike you because it is damage.
get... Here we go again.
All right, and those are actual attack cards. So Agamotto's Gaze can get those back.
Let me show you the way.
I guess I should be just burning heroism on environmental objects, right? Because we're at the cap. I don't actually care about this dude now that he's not blocking anything anymore.
Looks like it's up to me.
A feeble effort.
Their
Alright.
mystics fall.
Spider-Man's doing something. Let's take the die roll. Okay. No big surprise. And then, like, this guy is in a position where, nope. Incredibly narrow and small areas for basically all environmental objects. I mean, I guess blowing this up does some damage. Yeah. Just to be spending heroism. I'm gonna re-roll or redraw off of this. Do I want to have this? I think I'm gonna drop that as well because I don't really want to randomly discard the stuff that's in my hand. I don't know that I want heal either, but it's fine.
By her command.
break my resolve.
Okay, so the summoning is not actually disrupted in any meaningful way unless all three of them are disrupted simultaneously, I guess.
They are set on coming after me.
Respond. Anyone. Damn this interference. Not getting through.
The mystical barrier that separates the realms is collapsing. Some technical difficulties are to be expected.
Okay, hey, stop.
I don't know if you can still hear me, Sarah, but if something
Please
should
let me do
happen, please
things.
tell Tony not to touch my stuff.
Alright, we can, I'm pretty sure, at least get through for some damage here.
You carry the responsibility of Sorcerer Supreme with great ease, Doctor.
Alright, so Chain Strike will get us almost through the shield.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
How do I want to do this? If I quick slash you... Okay. This quick slash will put the hunter in position to just shoulder charge the dog in for the break. Yeah. And now we can do some damage. I probably want to heal Strange.
The light is on our side.
You've done me a great favor.
Okay, I was really hoping for something a little bit more compelling than that. If I have you, Winds of Watum... Yeah, alright. Good enough. It does some damage and it moves you out of the explosion. Okay, so they're all none of the dog summoning was the summoning, even though it is obviously summoning. It's different. They just overlap all their concepts because clarity, not a priority for this team. I actually think I'm okay holding on to all this stuff.
For Hydra.
You cannot stop me like that.
Okay, what is that? Are we gonna try to restart the ritual?
This has gone on long enough. We must purge this evil from the
Yeah,
sanctum,
all
no
right.
matter what it takes.
If there was ever a time for you to lose your temper, Doctor, this would be it.
What were the last two? Oh no, sorry, this is the other one. Is this even worth playing? I don't think so. I think that card's kind of bad. There we go. A big axe of being an ignoramus.
Now.
I am glad to have your magic on our side, Doctor.
Oh, Spider-Man is at the wrong angle for this. We'll probably just use our push. Was it overkill? That guy had a lot of HP left. Do I think that this is... Honestly, Anticipation seems like a terrible waste of a card play at this point. And we just have a bunch of really high single target, really high HP targets here. All right, well, I guess we just try to hack through this one. It would have been okay to draw a bind here. That did not occur. We're definitely not going to do enough damage. Well, nothing for it.
That's the spirit.
Welcome assistance.
Yeah, this squad is unfortunately really lacking in damage output.
Hydra's in control of the situation. Time for the real thing. Let's see how tough you are.
You'll have to do better than that.
I get the urge, though. I can see why everybody's very eager to punch Strange in the jaw when they have the opportunity.
We have the upper hand, for now.
Okay, you're basically dead already. If I do a chain strike on you... Yeah.
This one's for you!
That gives me a slightly better position for quick kick. So now his explosion will actually kill her.
For like decades.
Throw out a quick axe on you. And then just have Spider-Man run over there so none of us take the explosion.
A doctor and a powerful wizard. Impressive.
Hunter, did you just... You and Strange have hung out already. Like, okay, that's fine. Alright, that's not very exciting. I can hit her with a box. Yeah, let's do that.
Take that!
Does that give me the angle to try to knock her into her own summoning pit? Whoa, 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 whoa. Alright. It does! Aw, bummer. Alright, I feel pretty okay about that. Am I gonna keep Agamotto's Gaze? Can I redraw off of this? Oh yeah, because that card is garbage. Alright.
The battlefield is ours.
Oh, damn it, these effects do not occur in the order I would like. Okay, I guess that wasn't the real summoning, though, because that dog is certainly not a powerful Lilin. And also, I assume the portal would have closed behind it if that was the thing.
Was that really your plan?
Also, it's interesting that it gets to attack
Finally, it's my turn.
without having been on the field first.
It's remarkable how well Hydra manages to attract new recruits despite decades of ineptitude.
Getting pretty decent odds. Okay, these are more powerful Hellhounds. They have HP bars. That's something. I do like getting to feed her to the pit. I think that is very cool. Poor Doctor Strange is actually in some relatively serious danger. Let's redraw off this whip because I'm not going to play that. Okay, Thwip is not super exciting.
Let us see if they have an answer for this. No mercy for the servants of Lilith.
Alright, so we'll clear one thing that was going to attack Strange. But we cannot save him, I do not think. Oh, okay, this thing's not a real enemy. That's
Ooh, that
not
really looked like it hurt.
not a very smooth look.
Oh, this should be good.
Impressive.
Okay, there we go. And then that thing can't really be... Oh, you can do it, though. Nope. Okay, Strange is, in fact, not the kind of person who vaults off of tables at people. Fair enough.
The enemy has the upper
true. The enemy does have the upper hand. Are we getting a pause here because they're considering surrender? I feel like that should be a thing in more tactics games. Like you definitely reach a point on a lot of missions where like the battle is for sure over, and you're just kind of like playing out this. Is this dog? This dog's just not real. Is the problem we're having? Okay, weird, but fine. And I can't quite hit you from there. All right, let's bind this guy again.
That was really something.
And then see if I can have the hunter end up in a position where I can use this attack. This guy's gonna hit me pretty hard. No, it's not gonna happen by itself. I'm gonna have to actually spend my move to line it up. But that's cool, right? That's something. I'm a little leery of just wild striking. Let me maybe... show me another card that will help me feel better about this. Okay, we do not get one.
This should aid me in my fight.
I mean, I could just play the last sight. How many? I have only 1 point in my collar. Yeah. All right, I think I'm just gonna play this for a bunch of damage.
You know, you're pretty good at this.
It's fine. These guys don't hit that hard. I don't need to conceal through this hit.
Did someone feel a breeze?
The fight downstairs was considerably more difficult. But like this is one of these situations, right? Like there's no universe where the enemies here
Good like this.
accomplish very much against us. We're certainly not going to be able to lose this fight. And the game can figure that out. It can absolutely do that math.
You had your chance to escape.
It would be really nice if it did and just had them tap out and be taken into custody and save us our human minutes. Yeah.
You are lucky to still be breathing.
I'll just stand here in this dog. Nobody mind me. Let's redraw off. Quick slash. I need something that does real damage. Yeah, that'll do.
This shall be of great help.
Interesting tactic.
This way, Spider-Man gets to feel like he participated.
Well done, my friends.
And all we had to do was completely destroy Strange's house.
Doc, come on, we have to go!
Hold on, I'm redecorating.
You can hold it!
Like hell you can!
I don't know what that means, but I'm guessing not good, right?
No. No, it is not.
All right, Well, we completely destroyed that house, and it's like a pretty important house as far as things go. So, you know, not ideal. Also, we accomplished nothing? I think we accomplished nothing. We punched a bunch of guys. Many people are dead who would not otherwise be dead. I guess we can be proud of that? Question mark? The thing is, there are a lot of jokes about how like the hunters, the only strategy the hunter has is punch and stab because they couldn't be bothered to give us any verbs in this video game. I wonder if there will be any serious examination of the fact that punch and stab is not a real plan, and maybe we will need to come up with some new verbs. Or if everybody else will come up with new verbs and I will just sit here and murder guys for the rest of the game. Something tells me best case scenario is that.
Okay, I'm just gonna say it. That really sucked.
Try adding a few dozen more reallys.
I'm in shock. I didn't expect to lose the Sanctum.
Oh, you didn't expect to lose the Sanctum? That was my whole life. Ripped open and decimated before my eyes.
We need to have a serious conversation about Lilith. She's much stronger than we anticipated.
We did everything we could, and it still wasn't enough.
Lilith is a pain, for sure. But right now, she's hiding behind our boy Bruce. And if he's giving her IT advice, then that's a problem I can do something about.
I failed. How else can I describe it?
That's right.
Oh, he's not going to say the second half of the...
Oh, hey, don't sugarcoat it or anything.
But that doesn't mean you lost. And that is an important distinction. This war is far from over. And tomorrow we will rise again. And fight again.
I'm too tired for a hoorah, but the sentiment is there.
I appreciate the inspirational words. We all need it. I'm sure. Now rest, get some sleep. All of you. The battle will wait until morning.
But for real, only until morning. I am going to force you to pick a mission as soon as daylight hits. Meanwhile, on Neptune. We just got to chapter 2 because I'm playing this game so slowly. They announced some DLC like yesterday. That is going to be out before we reach the conclusion of this story. Okay. I do not want to read the Daily Bugle. Okay, lots of earthquakes. Also, can't find an expiration date on the milk. I feel like you could just figure that one out though. I found something when I was cleaning my room today. Technically, I was reorganizing one mess into another, but that's not the point. That counts. If that doesn't count, then I have never cleaned my room. Yeah, I'm free. What's up?
Oh, I found one of my favorite records and I thought you might like it. Or at least be polite enough to fake it.
Somebody's been talking to Magic.
Anyway, we'll get some more quality one-on-one time. It's a little retro, but so are you. So, what do you think?
This isn't bad, actually.
Lively, frustrating, angry, but liberating. Reminds me of how I feel toward caretakers sometimes. I like it.
Oh, I knew you'd get it. It's grunge. It's what happens when you mix the nonconformity of 80s Seattle and tons of punk and rock influence. You get awesome bands like Nirvana, Pearl Jam, Soundgarden, making something super authentic with this messy, dirty sound. It put Seattle on the music map. I used to listen to it repeatedly during my I can't believe my mom stabbed me phase. As you can tell, she was a great mom, didn't leave me scarred at all. Like, why have a kid if you're gonna get rid of them when they interfere with your dark arts and crafts?
Parenthood is not an easy fit. And the darkness, well, it can twist people, make them turn on those they love. It is not so easy to overcome it, even for your own child. I have learned that from my mother.
I think I was there mostly to fit the image, a way to blend in with the white picket fence crowd. They should have just let me in on the joke. It would have been nicer than to think they actually cared.
What is done, but I see you are still carrying it with you. Do not be afraid to go wherever you need to in order to find peace.
Roger that, Hunter. Okay, no more of this downer talk. Time to listen and let the sounds of angst carry you away.
Nico's voice actor reads lines in such a strange way sometimes. Like that the way it sounded like she was sounding out the names of those bands as though she was like reading them off a paper for the first time in her life.
For you, Stephen.
Very odd.
But the Sanctum is gone, and we need to plan for what comes next.
What's next? Armageddon has already happened. What's next is hell on Earth. The barrier has been breached. Expect the world to fall, city by city, nation by nation.
I'm not ready to give up, and neither should you.
It's not just losing the Sanctum that hurts us. It's also Banner.
We will handle him, as long as he doesn't become the Hulk.
It's his mind that I'm most worried about. That rift charge is just the start of the awful things he could conceive of. He is Lilith's most powerful weapon.
Then you know what we need to fight back with, right?
We tried. Blaze is being impossible unless he gives us the parchment.
Shh. Voices carry. Let us lower ours.
Hunter, where are you? Have you heard everything that's happening?
Okay, apparently things are getting a little bit wild. I was just gonna walk out here and like explore for resources, because obviously we're not like taking on another mission this episode. I don't really want to do that yet, though. Am I going to have to do that before I do any of this? Because they're all over there. Well, hold on. At the very least, can I pet the dog? I saw the prompt for a second. Am I too close? Am I not aligned correctly? Okay, you can't pet Charlie when you're looking directly at her because it freaks her out.
Girl, Charlie.
She does not like eye contact. This is a lesson we are learning.
Oh, you are gonna love this.
Okay, cool. So we have our Kree processor. We are probably going to need more...
Okay, so that's 2 superhero strongholds. Lilith's reduced to rubble, and now she's gone and really pissed me off.
Tony, can you not do, like, mission dialogue while I'm looking at a menu? The ability to craft hero abilities is probably something worth picking up, but we are going to need to bump our research level pretty soon. Alright, so let's get that. Let's check out these gamma coils. We're just going to do a bunch of the like, grunt work here. I was really looking forward to having an evening, but I guess we just skidded right past that. You know, that's interesting. That's not a terrible card. Apply bind. Gosh, that does nothing but apply bind for 2 heroism. That's not a very good card.
It's probably fine.
Wild Strike. A Wild Strike that gives concealed on KO is actually a fantastic card. We definitely need to level this up. So we're taking that and probably the hunger, honestly. Yeah, I don't like any of this other stuff that much.
Nice, brought me the good stuff.
Alright, show me some cool purples.
Sometimes, I even impress myself.
Weird art on that card. Damage each enemy and... Oh, wow, that's very powerful. I don't love using light abilities, but that is very powerful. that seems... I mean, it's an okay amount of damage. I mean, it feels to me like a multi-heal is too good to pass up, even if it didn't do damage. So I think we gotta take this. And then...
I feel like I could automate this process and take myself out of the loop here.
Strengthening Spider-Man is not the greatest thing in the world. It is worth noting, though, that this is a card that gets out of our deck after we play it, and there's something to be said for just, like, thinning toward your good stuff. I think I'm going to take it for that reason. Alright.
Until next time.
So we've done that. I'm a little leery of walking into the big room. Like we might get grabbed by story stuff immediately. A candle that smells like freshly cut grass. I cannot imagine wanting such a thing in my life. How are we doing on money? We do not have enough money for sparring. That is the answer to that question.
Think that time's wasting, Hunter.
I'll worry about this stuff later. We know Blade could use some combat therapy. I don't think this is too bad. I'd rather burn this off.
Time to take it
Out
to
of
the
curiosity,
next level.
actually. So yeah, we definitely have... We just need a bunch of attack essence. There's this Blade Storm. I gotta edit her deck. Wow, that is a really expensive upgrade. I mean, it makes sense, though. It's a very, very good... Like, it's a good card, and the upgrade is extremely high value.
We've got plenty of tricks
All right.
for old dogs.
We're going to figure all this stuff out. We're going to do all of this stuff. But I do believe I have exhausted Marvel time for today, so that is going to be... There we go. That took a second longer than I was thinking it was going to. That's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, I swear... We are going to have an evening, and we'll see you then.